I really love hearing from passionate student filmmakers about their processes. I know the pandemic affected a lot of us, especially in terms of the on-set experiences, so it's inspiring to see our peers going above and beyond.
I know. It's hard as a student finding that work-life balance, but especially as a film major, balancing creative work with schoolwork can be tough. But we're in luck. Our very own Nick hosted a panel with these exceptional student filmmakers here at the University of Texas to hear about their experiences, their work, and what problems they face as students.
Let's hear it, Nick.
Just wanted to ask first off, for all of you, what would y'all hope to achieve with the films that y'all made?
I feel like there's two things. One is just entertainment because film, at the end of the day, is a form of entertainment. So just a way of making you get in the inside of a new world and just to get out of your own reality for a bit. And two, just to tell compelling stories.
I guess the goal was kind of to make a horror film that's not like stereotypically horror. I like coming up with things that scare people in ways they don't know why they're afraid, but they are.
I think with this specific film that I just worked on, which for women only, a really big imperative for us was to tell a story for women by women. It's like a coming of age story about an age demographic that isn't usually given that screen time for that genre, and involve only women, non-binary people, trans people, really people of just underrepresented genders in the industry behind the camera. I think that just, an unfortunate reality of the film industry is that there are certain departments that women are kind of just systemically excluded from. And so we really, with our set, wanted to create an environment for non-male filmmakers to come and learn about those things,
And Dalton, I know that with yours, you work with a very limited crew, limited only to being mostly yourself.
Yeah. It does have its benefits, but it's also really, it can be overwhelming. There was just so many things to sort out, and it was almost a conscious choice going into this one alone because I knew I was going to have to do so much learning during the process that if I got somebody else involved, I might disappoint them. I started making these movies alone during quarantine, and then that impulse to just keep doing it is pretty strong sometimes, but it's don't do that, because if you work with people, you can make something better than you can make by yourself. And so I'm trying to fight that impulse, but on top of that, I commute to campus from North Austin, which kind of widens that gap even more.
In behalf of all of the low-income minorities, seeing the usual, film student with, expensive equipment and everything, it's quite intimidating. But then I have thought, this many times, and it's just because you have a better camera doesn't mean that you're a better filmmaker than I am, or a better storyteller than I am. And before I even start doing those comparisons, it's we're all on the same level. So even though it is intimidating and there is a certain disparity between some of the student filmmakers, I feel like in some ways we're on the same level. Right. And that really helps battle my imposter syndrome, very frequently.
I've really got one final question for all of you. You're all students here at UT. You're all student filmmakers. Has it been hard to kind of balance that student life, social life with being a filmmaker?
And I think that it's a universal experience in film, in the film program, to be oh, I have to miss this class because I'm on set. Or oh, I haven't turned this assignment in because I'm on set.
Yeah.
But luckily, I at least in my experience, a lot of my film professors have been pretty understanding of that. So it's been fine, but yeah, it's definitely something that I've not mastered and I don't know if I ever will.
Right.
What about you guys?
What about you, Marlon?
I feel like it's definitely a struggle to balance everything. But at the same time, every time I'm doing a film or, whether it's for class or just my passion project, even though it takes a lot of time, I enjoy it, because, that's what I want to do for, the rest of my life. So yes, it's a lot of work. Yes, it's stressful, but I enjoy it.
Well, thank you guys so much. It's been an honor to talk to each of you. Some of the the greatest student filmmakers that we've got at UT. It's been awesome to have you on this panel.